Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a page tree, okay, which is essentially going to be the same as this page here, except for we're going to split this information out into a table. So page tree. So down here on the side, on the right, I'm going to create a page tree.php. I'll make sure that it is in my public folder. Move it. Now if I click on refresh and I go to page tree, it should find it, but at the moment my page tree is just blank. Yeah, didn't show anything. So I'm going to copy everything in my page 2 and I'm going to put it into my page tree, and as you can see, because I'm copy and pasting code like this, it might be a good idea to start building templates, but we're going to skip that for this tutorial. So if I click on page tree, it is visiting page tree, but it doesn't appear to be on page tree because my tab should be blue on page tree and also my heading. So I changed then this tab that should be blue on page tree, change that to active, and I'm missing an I over here. Save that, and then my heading, I'm also going to change that to page tree. Refresh. Now when I'm on page tree, I have indeed a page tree heading and my tab is on page tree. Next thing I want to do then is start creating my table. So if I have a result in my data set, I want to start creating a table. Okay, if I don't have a result, I'll spit out 0 results found. So we create a table header, and I'm going to echo out some basic HTML. So start with a table tag, and then we create a table heading tag for username, email and password, and then at the end we have to close this with another table tag. And I'm just going to see what that would look like. Oh, I have a mistake in my code, and that was this semicolon was supposed to be at the end of it. Up here I have a colon as well outside of it, so page tree, it is now working. Now this here is in a table and I need to get this information into it. So we create a table row. So for each we'll create a table cell, so a TD tag for username, email and password, and then we close this table row. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this line, don't need that. And now if I refresh this, I have my table. So now I have all my users and so on. For this table I have the option to style it. In my CSS file I actually have styled or assigned some styling for the table tags and also for a class called list. If I go back up here, this table, if I add a class and I'm going to add list to that and save it, I now have a nice little table with that information to retrieve from the database.